Alright, and now we're just gonna... That went live. Looks like I'm live. Alright, glad to be back, everybody. Today we're going to be going for some Regent runs. Hopefully we'll get some chatters to join us today, but otherwise we'll still be on the lookout for some good content. Let's go to main profile. I have a defect profile and a main profile, so I've been playing casually, more so on the defect profile to see if I can get win streaks. Anyway, let's get the Regent run started. Regent Ascension 10. Interesting. So, I'm not like super thrilled with any of these options, but let's just take a look at what the map is giving us right now. I mean, Regent already has a colorless archetype, so starting with a colorless card wouldn't be out of the question. Plus, colorless cards are pretty helpful to begin with. I'm kind of liking the path over here. Easy, event, easy, regular, event, regular. Then by the time we get to the shop, we have enough money. It's a consideration. The right is so many fights with a forced elite and no campfire, so no. Absolutely not. I mean, it's a consideration to go this path. Event, fire, event, chest, okay. Then the last easy combat would be way up here, assuming an event. I'm willing to map it out and see. Right. Um, Either way, I do think I'm still going to go with the colorless cards. Automation is a good source of energy, but Therming Hatchet's a good source of damage. We'll go with the hatchet. Maybe we'll get the punching dagger. Who knows? And we're going to take the fun path. Okay, this thing decided they wanted to bring its hands today. Glitter Stream is a great card to start with. Great block. Glitter Stream, Falling Star, Strike. And then with the block we get from the Glitter Stream, we should be able to just kill him. It's a shame we couldn't play much else. Oh well. Going through some combats. Alright, so far so good. If we are going colorless potential card creation, Collision Course is another really good damage common. I'm down for it. Oh. Thrumming Hatchet can basically never leave my hand if I put Retain on it, because either I play it and it gets redrawn, or I don't play it and it stays an option. But then I can't enchant it with the Punch Dagger, so... Not thrilled. I think I just want to take the max HP here. Glitter Stream, potentially, with Retain on it ain't bad, but I feel like there were definitely better options. Definitely wish I got this event a little later. We'll take the max health. Yeah, we don't want to curse right before an elite. We'll take the first chest. Event. Okay, so the deck definitely looks like it could still use a little help to get past the first elite. I definitely don't want to be taking damage into it, so I think we're going to go with the cards. Hidden Cash, great. Is Astral Pulse still worth taking since the nerf? Potentially. I mean, this is Underdocs, so I could always hit the Gardeners. Yeah, I'm down. Alright, let's see what the elite is. It's Coral. Alright, we'll play a power at the beginning to see how this works. Arsenal. Completely useless against Mr. I'm capped at 20, but Monarch's Gaze is potentially useful. Alright, but that's about as much damage as I could have possibly saved from that turn. Glitter Stream and defend. Now that we got Thrumming Hatchet in play, we should be able to hit his 20 pretty consistently. The only problem is defending ourselves. Ow. Weakness. Yep. My deck may have been just a little offensive forward against this particular elite. Pentagraph more than makes up for it, though. We'll take Know Thy Place, and we'll just get our first rest out of this campfire. Alright, another easy combat, and we got it from a question mark, so it looks like we won't be getting our really late easy combat. Oh well. Four damage chip. Dead. Cosmic Indifference. Definitely think that's pretty good. Alright, let's see what our chest gives us. Hopper. Really good against roaches, Act 2. More colorless cards. Yes, please. There's the automation I was offered at the very beginning. Sure. Ooh. We already have Pentagraph. Do I want to put a Spiral on a defend? I feel like I'm also pretty defensive right now with a Know Thy Place, Glitter Stream, and Cosmic Indifference. I think I'd rather heal. Lets me get off a upgrade here. Make Astral Pulse. That's my AoE. And I think I am going to path to the second elite because now I know it's not Coral. Set up a turn. Alright, automation popped on the turn I gave myself the Glitter Stream. Nice. Ow. Almost got through the Sewer Clam. This is 11 plus 12. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's more than 6 plus 12, actually. Alright. Bundle of Joy. Yes. Am I forcing an archetype right now? Maybe, but kind of working. This seems like a good dex potion. Know Thy Place, Bundle of Joy. Oh, wow. Don't want to play Splash. Those are all really good options, but I think Unrelenting. Okay, Falling Star. Man, we are getting our damage exactly when we need it. Hidden Cache. Okay. And Amazing Elite. Way better than the Coral thing. Resonance. Resonance potentially useful. It pairs very well with Astral Pulse. My only source of stars right now is a single hidden cache and a Venerate, so I feel like I would much rather just take the second hidden cache. And with a Pentagraph in the wings, we can definitely upgrade something else. Probably the Thrumming Hatchet. Get our consistent damage against this boss ready. Oof, okay. Might have been the turn for a potion. Not sure yet. Automation or anointed? What? Anointed. Every time I generate an anointed with this character, it is essentially useless. Get in an automation for sure. Replace our curse with a debris. Okay, so like it looks like we're making good progress on his health bar so far, and we're just gonna consistently chunk him like this. I think Glitter Street. Set myself up for the next turn where he's intangible and I just need to block. Lost my Thrumming Hatchet, but that's okay. I'll redraw into it sometime down the line. Or, like, probably just right now, honestly. Yeah, no, he doesn't stand a chance. I just have too much health for him to go through before I finish him off. Oh, had an energy left because of automation. Not used to playing around it. I mean, it's alright. It's not going to affect the outcome of this fight. $15. Ooh, spooky. Had to get your last little hit off, huh, Mr. Fish? Goodbye. Okay, so yeah, that boss wasn't too much to deal with. Heavenly Drill. I do have automation, which means I can proc Heavenly Drill more often than not. It's at least 50-50. Plus the other options are pretty bad. We'll take a Heavenly Drill. Alright, let's see what we get. Pale's Flesh gives me guaranteed Heavenly Drill instead of 50-50. And it combos well with the automation regardless for Heavenly Drill. We'll take that. Alrighty, pathing. I don't want to take anything too dangerous since it's Act 2, and I like events, but I don't like elites. Path I'm kind of seeing off the top of my head right now. Wait. Fires, potentially, but let's see. I'm more of a visual kind of guy, so right now that's 2 fires. If I decide to split off to the right, that's 3 fires and 1 elite. I'm not sure I'll be opposed to an elite by the time I reach it either. Yeah, the paths on the left don't look particularly useful. This is just more front-loaded than this one. I think we'll go to the right. And there is exactly what I said this relic was good for. What's more useful to me right now? Damage. Yeah. There's Glitter Stream. Glad to see it. Well, first we'll play Bundle of Joy. Prowess is very nice. We have 14 from our boat part already. Might have been smarter to save the chip here, but we'll see. 10 health. Truly awful, but still only cost us 1 energy, I guess. And here I thought I was going to get an Astral Pulse off. Heavenly Drill! That's our first Heavenly Drill of the run. Adder? I feel like that pairs with Heavenly Drill, and it gives me more block that I might be lacking right now. Card remove. Yes? Thank you, Mr. Spider. As I said, I love Act 2 events. They're just really, really beneficial most of the time. Weapon. Yeah, I could definitely take a Falling Star to reduce my incoming damage right now. Know thy place. Alright, and let's see if we can get Heavenly Drill with our Vigor. Not quite. Actually, kind of looking like I want to use the attack potion here. I think I will. Comet? yeah, that's pretty good, honestly. Cosmic Indifferent. Give me Volley. Heavenly Drill. Convergence Plus. It does give me energy and stars. Kind of fits with what I'm going for. We'll take a Convergence. Gosh. Flash? I don't want to lose health, so I guess Blight Strike is the best option here. Alright, this is the Flex Potion. Falling Star, Heavenly Drill. Good, good. Second Glitter Stream? I don't think I'm playing that many cards for Pale Blue Dot to be useful. I already have an Astral Pulse, so the only thing I'm considering here is potentially Glitter Stream. I mean, with how much energy I generate between Automation and Pale's Flesh, it's actually a really good defense card. I think I'm sold on how good it could be. Ooh. Defect cards can generate energy all the way up from Super Critical, Turbo. They also have card draw. Silent can potentially give me an Adrenaline, which would be hilarious. They're all pretty good. Ironclad could give me an exhaust engine so I could play Heavenly Drill a little more consistently, too. Oh, this is tough. I think I'm gonna go Ironclad. Primal Force? Oh, how silly would that be? Juggling? Unrelenting. Headbutt. Headbutt for some deck manipulation. Unrelenting, as it's a good attack that makes other stuff free. I don't have any exhaust in this deck, really. I guess Primal Force. Interesting. I don't think I've ever taken this card outside of the Ironclad, and I very rarely took it on him to begin with. Okay, Automation, Convergence, Cosmic Indifference. Not the worst first turn. Tough. Got 4 energy, though. Thank you, Convergence. And Patter. Get rid of one of Comet. And full block. Alright, I mean, I had to use the potion, but honestly, this fight's scary, so I don't blame myself. Thank you, Heavenly Drill, for finishing that off for us. Super massive. So we do generate cards. I think Primal Force actually counts in the generation for Supermassive, too. Let's see. Bundle of Joy. Collision Course. I could see this being at least moderately useful. Hey, I have 3 viewers. I hope you're all having some good times today. If you want, say hi in the chat. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep narrating my thoughts as I run through this run for us today. I think I'm going to go to the right. We'll take the 1 extra combat because we've been doing pretty good at staying healthy, and we still have the Pentagraph to keep us healthy for the boss fight. Bundle of Joy. Yes. Secret Weapon. I think I want an Astral Pulse. Salvo. And Defend. Taken 9 chips so far, but I got really good AoE off on both of them. Heavenly Drill is going to do 24, so Collision Course basically finishes him off, but I have 14 block from the boat peak, which means I would be kind of wasting it if I did. Let's go Collision Course, Automation, Convergence, and Defend. And Convergence means we get to keep the Heavenly Drill for next turn. So, I want to bring anything back first. Probably Salvo. Headbutt. Then Heavenly Drill will kill you. Alrighty, and then this should mean that I have lethal. 12 plus 17, more than lethal. A second supermassive? The card deck is kind of large already. And if I'm generating cards, I guess it does mean I can draw more often into it. Yeah, alright. Alrighty, what's our chest gonna give us? Centennial Puzzle. An excellent relic. Glad to have it aboard. I think I could still afford some upgrades right now. As long as my health is over 50, I generally feel comfortable to take upgrades. Plus I have another fire before I even have to think about the elite, so we'll upgrade something right now. Probably Heavenly Drill. It seems to be my boss killer. Radiate for 38 gold. Not really generating that many stars. Lantern, so I have 4 energy on turn 1 in case I have Heavenly Drill turn 1. And then it means that the only turn where I don't have 4 energy is the second turn. Is that better than removing a strike? I don't know, this one's tough. It's either strike remove or the extra energy. I don't... Strikes currently give me a primal force target. I think I'll take the energy. Alright, campfire. I think I definitely want to be a bit more healthy going into what is possibly run-ending Decimillipede. It's not Decimillipede. That's the good news. We're still going to use our strength potion for this fight, though. Virgins. Cosmic Indifference. Collision Course, so now Massive's going to do some damage. Taking a hit here, but what are you going to do on the first draw? We have Centennial Puzzle now. And it looks like Boat Piece is going to keep us nice and safe for the second turn when we have the less energy. And then Pale's Flesh will finally kick in. Definitely going to do another Convergence. Automation. Get in Cash. And Defend. Nice setup. I wish I had some kind of vulnerable application for this turn, but this is a lot of damage. And right before he started putting 2 Dazed into my draw. Hey, we won the elite fight. And vulnerable on turn 1. Alignment seems like it kind of fits with what we're going for. As I said, it wasn't Decimillipede. And look, Popper making itself useful for another fight. Glad to see it. Oh, jeez. I think I actually have lethal on the front one. Yep. Unrelenting. Do I want to just fire off 250? It's a chance. I can just as easily remove the damage entirely. And that's what I'm gonna do. This thing seems like it's kind of easy to fight on its own. Alright. Good fight. Good fight. Yeah, you know, you gave me the Radiate option earlier. I'm just not seeing it. I'm good. Again, we have Pantograph, so that lets us take another upgrade. I feel like this deck definitely needs more consistent vulnerable application for the Heavenly Drill. So Know Thy Place losing Exhaust kind of helps a lot with that. Let's do it. We'll try that one more time. Alright, as I said, good turn 1. And we will not play that Star Eater. Alright, Bundle of Joy. Jackpot. Good alignment, honestly. Dark Shackle. Frantic Escape. We're gonna go with either the Fisticuffs or the Patter. I think a Patter. Convergence, so we can hold on to Know Thy Place. Headbutt, so I could put Heavenly Drill in my hand. And Frantic Escape, hitting cash. This looks a much better position. And that is exactly... Oh, hey. Yeah, I'd love to play co-op in a little bit. Is this Ed by any chance? Let me just type into the chat. Is this Ed? My apologies. I do not recognize the username. Fair enough. I am actually going to be playing cooperative after I finish this run. So if you wait, I wouldn't mind adding you to the little group I'm about to start. I have a friend named Ed who promised to play with me later today, and potentially my brother. So we could have a little group of 4 if you're down to join. But for now, we're just gonna get back to our Regent run. Heirloom Hammer. I think so. It does pair with what I'm doing, but my deck is getting kind of large. Or royalties. I only have 1 act left to make royalties work, and it's a dead draw for a lot of things if there isn't even a shop, so I don't think I'm doing royalties. Definitely not a Sovereign Blade build, so it's really just a choice between Skip and Heirloom Hammer. Heirloom Hammer automation. Heirloom Hammer on anything generated by Bundle of Joy. Potentially useful. I'll try it out. Being a little experimental today. The deck, as I said before, the deck is pretty big. So getting another energy for Heavenly Drill and for the minimal downside of just a 3 dazed in my 30 card deck, I think I'm actually cool with that. Alright, and as for pathing, wow, I see a path completely devoid of combat. Don't see that very often in Act 3. Eon Glass at the very end, too. Yeah, I don't have a lot of money, so it's not like I'm really looking for a shop right now. The deck is pretty strong, so maybe I want to path around into the elite. And then maybe the second elite if I'm feeling a little more strong at that point. So yeah, there's definitely elite options if I take this path. I think I'm gonna go this way. Alright, so 4 energy from turn 1. Astral Pulse. Thank you. Bundle of Joy. Flash. Ricochet. Thank you. Woo! This is a very interesting run so far. Gain 7 block, add 1 random colorless card to your hand. It's not free. That's my biggest problem. It's not a free colorless card. I think I'm gonna have to skip. This is a good card. We could get a lot more consistent vulnerable application if we take the attack, or we could just go the very easy way and take a skill that either gives us energy or draw. Tough to say, but I do think that I am really hurting for vulnerable and weak application. Assuming that's the option it gives us. There it is, the 2 weak and 2 vulnerable, and we can make it innate, which means we can use it to remove Eon glasses. Hey Dave, it's me, Sarah Lawrence. Oh hey, glad to see ya. Thank you for joining chat. Hope you're having a good time. I hope the run is enjoyable to watch. If otherwise, I hope I'm just pleasant to listen to. Hope you're having a good day today. It's a relaxing Sunday on my end. Not too much going on. Yep, educational. Ah, well, I take it that you're at least a little bit interested in Slay the Spire. I hope that my commentary explaining my thought process. A lot of people have trouble at this game. It just takes a little practice to get good, especially if you play cooperative. Ascension 2. But that's a lot better than what I see some people do. Like, and there's Josh. Wow, I got a few people in the chat right now. Well, I'm glad you could all make it today. Nice, relaxed Sunday. Alrighty. Josh and Lauren are both tuned in. Does that mean that you guys are cooking food and just listening over your shoulder? Hope so. Alright. Not a bad first turn against this guy. Definitely want to kill him later, though. Bundle of Joy. Rend is going to do big damage here. And Cosmic Indifference. I think another Rend. Caw! Let's see. Unrelenting. Rend. Headbutt. And I think another Mad Science. Alright, taking a small hit here. Probably should have used my speed potion to save the health, but honestly, taking 12 chip from an Act 3 hallway fight ain't the end of the world. Alright, I think that should be it. Lethal! Thank you. Spectrum Shift. Oh my gosh, I have 2 supernovas and I just got the power that generates a colorless card every single turn. Kind of like one of those things that you're always looking for. We'll transform one of our few remaining strikes. Although I do think Corruption on Heavenly Drill could have been hilarious. But I think, for consistency's sake, that transforming the strike, ew. Wow, I mean, I think I still made the correct decision. Million question mark gauntlet, what is that? Oh, okay, you're talking about the path that I had just drawn up. I was about to say, is that some kind of event that the designers of the game made? Oh no, they want to take my Cosmic Indifference. Oh, geez. Hit some very hard stuff. But it could also hit one of the 4 defense and 1 strike, so... Let's see if we can save Cosmic Indifference. Yikes. Yeah, Primal Force is pretty useless. Goodbye. You said, no, no, no. Cosmic Indifference in a 32-card deck is way too important to get rid of. When a deck gets this big, every card that manipulates your card draw is super important. Alright, Spectrum Shift, Hidden Cache. I guess I could play it. Headbutt. And I want to save my stars. At least that's just been my personal experience. Good thing we got our boat piece. That's nice. We're gonna get our automation in play. Collision course so Supermassive could be as big as possible. Fisticuffs gets us the rest of the defense we need. Hidden Cache and hold on to the Sovereign Blade for when we could apply some vulnerable. Bundle of Joy. I have 4 energy left, which means I could still play... Okay, yeah, this is a little tough. This is a skill, too. I have the energy potion. So vulnerable first. Beat down. Unrelenting, Sovereign Blade, Ultimate Strike. Pretty good damage, pretty good damage. Dramatic Entrance. This is definitely the speed potion, by the way. Yeah, absolutely correct. Ouch. Still hitting me that hard. Mad Science and Heavenly Drill for the win. Second Spectrum Shift. No, I don't feel like going for the Elite right now. I want to heal. And I was complaining about the second turn earlier not having energy because I have Lantern for turn 1, Pale's Flesh for turn 3, and now I have Candelabra and then Blessed Antler for everything. Oh my goodness, so this is just a very energy-saturated run. Yeah, no, definitely going smooth so far. Pocket Watch. Well, now I have to play with Pocket Watch in mind, but that is an excellent relic. Shop. You can get... Oh... Royal Stamp. Comet. Card remove. I could remove my last strike for sure. I could even remove the Seeking Edge, because honestly, that's completely useless. But what would I want to put Royal Stamp on? Skill-wise. The only skill, or is it also attacks? Upon pickup, choose an attack or skill. I mean, I could get Bundle of Joy. Oh, Heavenly Drill, turn 1? But right now, I only get like 4 energy turn 1. Which means if I make Mad Science innate, then Heavenly Drill is not going to get its big proc off, so I don't think that's the correct decision. Huh. Yeah, I definitely think that, honestly, as boring as it sounds, that it's just better to remove Strike and then fill up on my potions. Droplet of Precognition is just really good. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted. Boring shop, but honestly, very productive. We'll rest because one of these upcoming question marks could very well be a combat. I guess I'm gonna get a relic. I already have 3 dazed from the antler. What's 4, right? It gave me 2 upgrades. Not the best upgrades, but, you know, more than I had before. Sharp 2 on Heavenly Drills. Or I could put... Yeah, I think Sharp 2 on Heavenly Drill, actually. I love that that event can actually show up in basically every single act. Alright, and Pentagraph is going to heal us the rest of the way, so we got an upgrade to choose. I'm thinking probably Bundle of Joy? Yeah, Heirloom Hammer's upgrade is atrocious. 5 extra damage, because, you know, totally playing this card because I want the damage from it. It's got to be either one of the Spectrum Shifts, one of the Supermassives, or Bundle of Joy. I think Spectrum Shift. Much more important to get that out, like, early. Again, Pentagraph would also proc when I go into the Eon Glass fight, so as long as I save around 40, I'll still be around 60 by the time I get into the next fight. So, Droplet of Precognition. You still want to start off with a Spectrum and Bundle of Joy. That on top. Alrighty. I think Convergence is still the correct play here. And then we could Cosmic Indifference for another Convergence. Still want to get rid of the garbage cards. And then we have 3 Pocket Watch, so we're gonna stick with that. Convergence keeps everything else in the hand. I mean, I can play Convergence again and hold Heavenly Drill for the next turn, too. This does 14 times 14. So that does 33 for 1 energy. Then 12 times 14. 40. 150 plus 33. Yeah, actually, I think that's just enough to kill. So if we use Supermassive right here, and then Heavenly Drill, lethal. Perfect. And that's what happens when we actually do some math. If I'm not mistaken, I not get to play Convergence. But I'd rather draw the cards, I think. So moving on. Gave herself 2 strength already. What a jerk. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in hand already. Want to play Spectrum Shift, Unrelenting, Jackpot, Comet. Now she's weak, so that's 30 damage. Then we could play a Glitter Streak. Ouch. Math is OP. I mean, isn't your sister, or not sister, wife a math teacher? He should be telling you this every single day. Math is OP. And Diamond Diadem, also excellent. Wish I had that. I'll play one more card for Pocket Watch, but should it be... I'll try Calamity. It could be silly. So Convergence lets me keep the Gambit for the next big hit, but then I will die if I take damage from the attack afterwards. Tough. Tough, tough, tough. I definitely am playing Convergence, though. Unrelenting. Supermassive. Second Supermassive. Omni Slice. Make it so. Oh, wow. Calamity is silly, silly. Okay. That's gonna forge 30. I think I just want to hidden cash, honestly. It's a tough decision. It's a tough decision. I think it's more useful in video games than real life. I mean, I wouldn't be so sure about that, because I'm pretty sure a lot of modern society is built off of math. You'd be surprised just how much of the things you use in your everyday were made in some kind of laboratory first. But yeah, I think we're gonna do Beat into shape and get myself a nice big Sovereign Blade. Oh geez, maybe that was the wrong choice. Oh my lordy. Okay, so that's 60 damage incoming. So there is my weakness application. So now he's dealing 45. The Gambit. So first we want to play this, then this. 47, and that means I can still play a Jackpot. Big Bang lets me play the Comet. Make me play the Make It So. Crash landing? First we'll use the radiate. Then crash landing. Alright, I think I kill him next turn, and I full block this turn. Oh man, that took some tries. If math is required, a programmer tried to solve the problem so the user no longer needs to use math to figure it out. I mean, and then I got Heavenly Drill. Good fight, Queen. And now we have the Pentagraph to give us 25 health going into Eon Glass. Alright, can we beat the Eon Glass and then get into our cooperative runs for the day? 32 damage straight to the dome immediately. Sheesh. Spectrum Shift needs to come out. Mad Science to get rid of the artifact. And then defend. I want to proc the Pocket Watch, so I guess I can't play any of these. But ouch. Yeah, Eon Glass showing exactly why you're the replacement. Regent. Falling Star for weakness. Getting cash. Spectrum Shift number 2. Glitter Stream. And now Convergence holds on to potentially the Gambit in case I need it. I hopefully won't, because that card is scary. Omni Slice? Heirloom Hammer on Automation. Automation. Getting cash. And Collision Core. And then Debris. Is this the heart of STS2? It might as well be. It kind of feels like it. Oh my gosh, he's dealing 36 and I have 36 health. Bundle of Joy, save me! Or I could headbutt something to the top of my deck and then draw it with Flash of Steel. First, we will use the Bundle of Joy. Ultimate Defend, glad to have you. Headbutt. Add Science. Draw it with Flash of Steel. Now we have the Vulnerable. And then 66, yeah, Supermassives end up doing pretty big damage. Discovery still might be more useful, but not sure. Whew, tough fight, tough fight. Let's see what Discovery gives us. Crash Landing. Then Purity, get rid of a Wither. Alright. We survived that turn, but do we survive the next one? Know thy place. We're gonna get a Wither for our trouble. Alignment. Scrawl? Oh my. Okay, hold on. 18 times 16. 18 times 16. I'm gonna math. 18 times 16. 288. So, not quite what we need. But I think I can survive the turn and still play a pretty decent... Heavenly Drill. Astral Pulse? Yeah, that's pretty good damage, honestly. So 6 and 6 is 12. Ooh. So he's dealing, what, 36? 27 plus 20 is more than 36. I'm good. For now. Getting a lot of energy this turn. Calamity. Cosmic Indifference. And sheesh. Running hatchet, I guess. Oh my god, super massive. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is a nerve-wracking run, honestly. We unfortunately stopped our pocket watch, but that super massive was just too much damage to pass up on for this fight. One more gets me another wither, which is another 6. So right now it's 12, 18. I'm taking 4. If I take another 6, that's another 10. I'll be left at 1 health. I guess. Being left at 1... Wait, 6, 6, 6, 6, 24. Yep, I'm left at 1 health. Oh my goodness. Woo! And now we're getting the 9s added. If we don't kill him here, it's over. We got the Gambit, so actually it's not over. My goodness, this is insane. So, I'm glad this card showed up. I think I may have been undervaluing it because this thing has saved me a few times already. We want fisticuffs, defend, and the Gambit. End turn. Okay. So, know thy place? What do we want to headbutt? Headbutt supermassive. Unrelenting. Collision course. Crash landing. Catastrophe. Rush under. Lunar blast. Supermassive? Oh my gosh! And I won with 1 health! Oh my gosh, this game is ridiculous. Oh my gosh, I could breathe a sigh of relief. I didn't even have to do any nonsense with the Eon Glass fight. That was just straight out of the gate. And the legend continues. Yeah, thank you guys for joining me. That was a pretty legendary run. Alright, proceed. I've arrived again. The loud fool returns. I'm neither loud nor a fool. Face me! Oh! And that is how you win with the Regent, I guess. You just really, really hope that random wins for you while you're at 1 health. That's the consistent strategy.